Hey guys, Natalia Schneimler here. I help boy moms have a better relationship with their sons and themselves by teaching them the tools how to manage their mind so that when anything comes up in life, they know exactly how to take care of themselves and their kids. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm so excited. I have a really good one today. It's called Best Case, Worst Case, and it will help you if you're stuck in a problem that you can't solve. You're stuck kind of ruminating about it, thinking about it a lot, and you're just carrying it around with you a lot. This will help you. I just use it for myself. I help my mom with it. It's really quick method, and it really sorts things out. And then you have all this clarity that you can then solve the problem, and you can actually see that things are not so bad. So, but my husband and I just came back from this sailing trip, and it was great. Well, it was a lesson. It was a sailing course, and I can now sail a boat confidently. Woohoo! Same for my husband, and it's really fun learning that with him together, kind of bonding, and it's really funny. It's probably inappropriate, but I was telling that to my best friend that I really felt good being capable, doing it, confident. And the best part, one of the good parts about being able to do this, what I said to my friend was that it feels good not to need a man, which is so true, right? You don't want to have to need anyone else to take care of yourself. So, I can drive a car, now I can drive a boat. I don't need anyone else. So I thought it was pretty funny because we're all this feminist kick. So anyway, best case, worst case. I'm going to tell you what my problem was so you can then apply it to your own problem. So my problem was I was worried and afraid about giving more access, internet access to my oldest son. He's wanted a phone. We haven't given him a phone, but he has a laptop. And he has one of our old phones with just music on it, which has some internet at home. And he has some internet on his laptop that he can play like online games that I've seen him play. So the problem wasn't even clear to me until I did the best case, worst case questions. The problem was only my feelings. I was afraid. I was worried. I was kind of ruminating about it. I was just, I was thinking like, hey, if he has too much internet, it might distract him from his homework. He's playing video games. Maybe he shouldn't be. He should be doing his homework. And what if he's using too much internet on his phone? Like, again, distractions, right? So it's kind of like a lot of worrying for me. So until I asked myself, okay, what's the worst case scenario? And then I made myself answer it fully, which the worst case scenario was that he's too distracted and does not do enough homework, does not study enough, his grades go down. And then what? We're going to take away the internet access or the phone or the laptop or whatever, and he's going to get his marks up and we're going to fix it. Which was extremely illuminating for me because the worst case scenario is not that bad. Even if it gets to really bad, we're still going to step in and fix it. So it's not like, no one's going to die. And when my mind was thinking about it, it was spinning about it as if there's no solution, as if things are really bad, as if he's going to be damaged for life. But when I actually sat down, I actually typed it up in my email as like a thought download, the answer was, even if his marks are low, even if he is distracted, great. That's why we're here. We're going to step in and fix it. Okay, so that made me feel a lot better because I knew what I would do if the worst case scenario happens. And then I said, okay, what's the best case scenario in this? And the best case scenario also surprised me because I didn't see it coming. So the best case scenario in this scenario would be that he learns to manage his homework while having access to internet, like all adults do. Learns to manage his time with having that phone. It's not a really phone, right? It just has music on it and data at home. He learns to manage himself while having all these things, learns to manage how to get work done, right? Learns a lot about managing himself, which sounds amazing, which is what I want for my kid, which is what we all want, right? So that also surprised me because I thought the best case scenario is that he is not distracted. But no, it goes way beyond that. It prepares him for being a grown-up, it teaches him, and it relieves the pressure for me to micromanage him, and it gives me an opportunity to trust him to manage himself. So then, out of the best case scenario, I just naturally ask myself, how do I set us up for this best case scenario? How do I set him up? So these three questions, first two questions are, what's the worst case scenario? What's the best case scenario? And the last one is, how can I set us up for this best case scenario? And so after I did this problem solving, everything just fell into place. Talked to my husband, talked to my son, everything just worked out. The same thing happened for my mom when she had her predicament, problem, struggle. Just asking her these two questions got her into a problem-solving mode. Things became clear. And I love the worst-case question because we always think the worst-case scenario is going to be way worse than it actually is. Like when I asked my mom what the worst-case scenario is, it actually turned out to be not the worst-case scenario. It actually turned out to be not any worse than the best one. So, but talking it out, looking at it, actually answering that question is what got us there. So I really encourage you to do the same thing with your problems. If you're stuck in them, writing it down is great. Recently, I've been doing a lot of just go on my email, open an empty email, and type it all in super quick because I'm super impatient and writing is too slow for me. So I type it all up as much as I can. And as I do that, things become clear to me. And I access my own wisdom of the answers to what I have to solve. So I highly encourage that. Try that if writing is too slow for you. And while you're doing that, you're going to also process some feelings, which also I had to do. I had to process being worried. And that when I say process, it simply means you're sitting there worried. You're allowing the worry, you're worried, and you're accepting it. You're like, okay, I'm worried. It's okay. I'm scared. I'm afraid. Why am I afraid? And you're just allowing that to go, you're kind of doing a supervised release of these feelings. And after you do that, then you have access to all of your wisdom, which is answers to your problems. And you see, okay, things are not so bad. And if they get so bad, we know exactly what we'll do, which is totally manageable. And then you set yourself up for the best case scenario. So easy, right? Okay, enjoy. I would love to hear how this applies for you. Any of examples, I would love to hear them. Send me a note, email me, Natalia@coachingnatalia.com. And of course, if you need any sort of help with your relationships, if you're struggling, this is what I'm here for. This is what I do. I would love to coach you. So you just sign up. Go to my website, www.coachingnatalia.com. Go to sign up for a free mini session and we'll chat. You'll tell me what's bothering you. And you will also then have all these amazing tools and amazing access to feel better and solve your problems. All right. Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.